was almost too easy, Starscream.
If you'd like to support this channel, head down to the description below where there are affiliate pre-order links to new Transformers. Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here, the Transformers Studio Series review. This is a look at Studio Series 86. This is Core Class Autobot Ratchet. We'll move the figure out of the way for right now and just take a look at the packaging. Transformers the movie, because he's based on his look in the G1 movie. Nice artwork up here at the top, right before he gets murdered. The insert is the backdrop from him being murdered. I actually dropped that somewhere upstairs and I forgot to bring it downstairs but in my review, but you know what it looks like. Back at 15 steps, gets you all the way around from robot to vehicle. He actually has more steps in his transformation than Legacy Wild Rider has in his transformation. So he's pretty complex for a core class transformer. Turn side artwork here on the side. And you get the close-up of the face, core class right here. Your legal mumbo jumbo. Alright, so overall look at the figure. It's a nice little figure for the size. He's core class. So he's tiny, pretty much legend scale. And then legend scale is very popular now, especially with the third-party stuff, New Age, Magic Square, and all them are doing. Cleans it pretty well. You do have the double tires going on there, which is sort of distracting in robot mode, but some of the molding details here on the legs. Turn to the sides, you can see he kind of gets a little hollow in the back. That's transformation. He's an all-in-one, and he forms up pretty good. He does a better van alt mode than, is it Kingdom or Earthrise, whichever version it was of Ratchet and Ironhide. So we pretty much can assume we're going to get an Ironhide version of this guy down the road. You can't do one without the other. Head sculpt is very nice. I really do like the head sculpt here on this Ratchet. You got a nice little G1-esque look here. It doesn't have the full look, but it's still good. You don't have like the little silver piece. You got the Autobot logos here on the shoulders. Can't do the original red cross, so they get to add the little like X's on the sides there. Yeah, but otherwise, he cleans up very well, and it's a very nice looking robot mode. Articulation real quick on the figure. Your shoulders actually come from here. It's also, you get a swivel at the shoulder, and you get another swivel in here, which you will have to use for transformation. You get elbow bends, a little more than 90 degrees. There's no wrist swivels. It's all one molded piece. Hands are painted red. You can see right there that they're white on the inside. There's no waist swivel, but you can sort of cheat the system because he does swivel around for the alt mode for transformation. You just got to move this piece up because this little tab can now have clearance.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
And you get like a mid-torso swivel, so you can still get some swivel abilities here. Thighs, you got your swivel up here a little bit at the ball joints. You got a little bit there. Full split, you're going to get a good kick to the front. Decent kick to the back too. This little piece of this ends up hitting the bumper of the car. Knee bends, that's where you're hurting. It's at the knee bend because this big piece here, you can sort of, I guess, move it out of the way. But it just really makes the leg look horrible trying to pose like that. There is no feet or ankle articulation. As you can see, the foot is molded onto the leg. Head appears to be on a ball joint. A little bit of hollowness here in the backside. You can almost get another face out of that. So there's no up and down here, but you do get a 360 all the way around. No rock, though. So that is your articulation here on Core Class Studio Series Ratchet, and he does come with two blasters as he's seen with in the movie before he gets blown away by Starscream, Megatron, and all the other Decepticons. You see right here they have little tabs on the side. It's molded in white plastic painted silver. I will put these in each hand where the little tab piece facing inward so they're not sticking to the outside. So before he gets blown to smithereens, not as bad as Ironhide. You can now sit these right here. And that will be him dual wielding his blasters. Size comparisons real quick. Bring in the Kingdom Optimus Prime, who's also been re-released in Legacy. You can see that scale there is really doable. Good height there. We'll bring in a third party, New Age's Ironhide, so you can get a little sense of scale. I don't have the Ratchet anymore. I actually did sell that, but that was how tall the Ratchet would be. New Age's Mirage and Jazz. New Age Brawn, Magic Squares Ultra Magnus. This is the first release from a few years ago. And we'll bring in some Action Masters. You know, why not? That's Action Master Megatron. I don't remember him being that yellowish. I need to clean him up. And another Action Master there is Blaster. I don't know. I just threw them in there just because why not? Alright, so let's transform Ratchet into his vehicle mode. Let's remove his blasters, pistols, guns, weapons, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take the front piece here, open this up. His head will collapse into his chest cavity, which will bring this up. It is actually on a separate piece. You can bring it back down. Bring this back. Bring this up and over. Then take his arms. You're going to rotate them like this. You're going to bring this part out. Okay, I want to focus on it. And then you're going to turn it towards his fist. His fingers are facing down, but you want to spin it at this swivel here. So out. And you want to swivel because you want this tab and this slot to be there. And you're going to spin him 180 here. Bring this back. And these will now tab together. I'm going to take his legs. You're going to move them out. This whole piece here will now come up. Like this. You're going to turn them at the swivel. He's got a swivel. I didn't show an articulation at the knee joint as well. Then you're going to open up this piece. Don't drop them. Spin around that swivel. Open this piece up. It's going to come over his arms here. These tabs are going to tab into each side of the van. Like that, and this will tab right over that. There's a little bitty tab right here in the inside, little bitty slots here. So when you're going to open these panels, you're going to close it right over that tab. Now, if it doesn't tab and it does this, your problem here is in the thigh, which means you need to actually undo this and get his thigh to face more towards the inside. It means you don't have that good enough. Now we'll redo that piece. Okay, I will try to redo this fucking piece. Okay. Now when you close this up, it should tab in just fine, like that. To the other side. And there you go. Tabs be damned. Stay tabbed. You look janky, boy. Get tabbed in. There we go. Now we have tabbed in Studio Series Ratchet. Now you can take his weapons, the little tabs here. On the back side, there's these little bitty slots. We'll just tab in right on each side. Anyway, you can have his blasters on them in van mode. Woo, 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 woo. Rolls really good. And let's do a few size comparisons. Next to Legacy G2 Megatron, the old Power of the Primes Outback, Kingdom or Legacy Core Class Hot Rod, and next to Kingdom / soon to be Legacy Optimus Prime. Yeah, that scaling is I think a little bit off. So overall final thoughts, I'm going to go ahead and do this with him in vehicle mode. He does clean up very well here in the back. They even molded in a windshield wiper. Use a little bit of paint. He is very, very white. He's got some silver paint here on the bumper, the blue paint for the windshield, and the red paint for the lights. But needs like a red stripe, actually with the hinges, which are going to have hinges on the Studio Series Deluxe Class versions as well on the outside. Can kind of hinder any kind of red stripe stickers. You have to break them apart, also with the transformation. But they could do a little bit of paint here, at least on the tail lights, maybe another silver dash on the bumper, some blue back here on the rest of these. I'm sure Toy Hacks probably make some kind of labels to fill in the missing windows here, but I just think a little bit of paint. Come on, that's like 1, 2, 3 things of paint in vehicle mode. They painted the guns in robot mode. There's red paint and the paint on the face. That's not very much in the hands. There's not very much paint applied on this figure. I think that's where it kind of falls down. But it does have a lot of engineering, and it cleans up well in vehicle mode and in robot mode, and it actually achieves a better vehicle mode than a deluxe class Earthrise, Ratchet, and Ironhide do. So that is pretty impressive. Otherwise, I do like it a lot, and in robot mode is a very, very good robot mode. I'm really happy to have a nice looking, even if it's small, Ratchet, and I think it'll slide in well with any core class or maybe even some of your Legends collections, especially if you have like a New Age Legend scale. I think he fits in a little bit better with those. And then if you'd like to support this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. It really helps out. Also leave a dislike if you don't like this video, and a comment as well. Well, thanks for watching. Till the next ones. Peace out.